Okay, Year 10, this is the case studies part of your Heritage unit, communicating your ideas in 2D. In this unit of work that we focused on already, we have created a PowerPoint. We've looked at lots of different images, lots of different information surrounding the mining industry. I've already explained about the 3 practical pieces that you're going to undertake, which will be a lino print, a clay plaque and a card construction piece. For us to give a bit more context, we need to do some creative investigations. We need to be looking at 4 different specialist areas of working. This will include a printmaker, a graphic artist, a window designer and a clay plaque designer. You have produced case studies in your previous units, so you should have a clearer understanding of what these need to look like. Your case study should contain the following information, and it will be a written A4 case study on each of the practitioners. You'll need to submit 1 A4 case study each week for assessment. Okay, let's start with the printmaker. There's a list of possible printmakers, and if you type into Google here, there are lots of different names. So if you type into Google printmakers, it will come up with a range of different artists, but here are some others which I've collected for you. So if you have a look at their work, select somebody that you have an affinity with, what is it about their work that you particularly like, and how could that help you in your design ideas. You need to think about the practitioner's name. You need to include biographical information about them, images of their work. They may have a brief CV that you could look at to collect some relevant information. There needs to be a comparison between some of their work and observations about their skills, their materials and their processes that they have used relating to the formal elements. Formal elements being line, shape, colour, pattern, texture, form and tone. You can also include images of the artist. So the graphic artist, again, the information and the content that needs to be within your case study is the same. Possible graphic artists that you can include, again, start by typing into Google graphic artists or graphic designers, and you'll get a range of artist names and practitioners there. And I've given you a few here as well to get you started. Okay. The window designer, again, same information that you can find. If there are things that you can't find, then leave it out, but make sure that each case study is A4 and it does have information about their work, images of their work and comparison between their work and observations about, in particular, the skills and materials and the processes that they've used to create their work. List of possible window designers: Giorgio Armani, Andy Warhol, David Hockney, just to name a few. It's also good at this point to look at good stores such as Ted Baker, Selfridges, Harrods. What are their window displays like? They have been created and their ideas put together by a window designer. Wonder if you could find out their names. If not, you could include an image of an interesting window design for one of those shops. Okay, clay plaque designers. So if you type into Google relief panels here, you should come up with some artists such as Kathy Blake, Joe Hearn, Paul Hardcastle, just to name a few. Again, the information that you need to include is here about the practitioner's name, a little bit of information about them, maybe a favourite piece that you particularly like, what it is about that particular piece that you like, skills, materials and processes that they've used that you may be able to use in your clay plaque designs when we come back into school to create them. So I look forward to seeing each one, but within each of those case studies, remember to use your case study prompters. It gives you starters as to how to start off your sentences, but remember these do need expanding on. The writing frame is here to help. If you're required to produce a case study in your assignments, you should make sure that you include all aspects of information, use specialist vocabulary and terms to secure that higher grading. Again, think about the formal elements. And remember, never copy and paste. It is plagiarism and you will not secure any marks. Ensure that your font size is no larger than 14 point. I look forward to receiving some of these and finding out all of the information about the variety of artists that you've found and researched.